Hello everyone, today I want to talk about Kundalini Yoga. So basically Kundalini is a comprehensive system which integrates breathing, asana practice, mantra chanting, visualization, meditation. And basically their unique combination is called Kriyas and they have specific effect. For example, elimination, so all your toxins, all your impurities are getting released, or increasing your stamina, increasing the strength of the first chakras, which will give you stability, comfort, grounding, or increasing your sexual energy, sexual desire and pleasure. Or if you want to get more creativity, more focus at your work, we also have special kriyas for that, and there are hundreds of them. Each time the teacher chooses a specific kriya which will relate to the astrological cycle right now. For example, this month, October, is the month of Libra energy, which is all about balance, about compromise, about balancing out your prana, the life energy, and apana, the elimination energy, where you let go of everything what you need, all the anger, all the negative emotions, and you leave the space for new opportunities, for new energy to come. And so I want to outline the basic concepts in Kundalini Yoga. So first, let's talk about rising Kundalini energy. Kundalini energy is also called the sexual energy, which is located on the base of our spine, in the spinal cord, and it's in the sleeping mode. Once it's awakened, and it was awakened by many people, but not many people can control it and sustain it for a long time. But once it's awakened, it feels like electricity is coming and penetrating your body, so you're like paralyzed, and you get the enlightened state of consciousness. And this state can last for a few seconds, few hours, few days, depending how lucky you are. And the yogis who were practicing Kundalini for many hours every day, they were using this ancient technique to prepare the body for this amazing amount, like incredible amount of energy, electricity, just to be able to hold it. And it was taking years before. Now what we are doing with our Kundalini classes, we are meeting, it's enough to do 1 hour, 2 hour class, but the regular practice is very important because your body, your nervous system is preparing itself step by step. So the Kundalini energy, it affects all the systems in your body, the elimination system, the circulatory system, the nervous system especially, and basically even your neurons in your mind are reconnected in a different way. So you get more creative, you get different ideas, different abundance, different new energies coming to your life. It's a very exciting process, and once you try it once, you will feel the difference. And it's a bit addictive because you get so much pleasure, you get so much expansion. And this is what your soul is seeking. This is what we want to get in material world by wanting more and more and more money, success. But this deep satisfaction you can get only when you reach something higher, which is behind material things. And I'm not telling you that material is bad, because once you develop, once you strengthen your energy, everything else will come, everything else will follow. So if you ask me, for example, about the biggest progress in my life, the biggest success, like before starting Kundalini, I would tell you my education, my financial success, my harmonious relationships, success in my studies, anything related to material goals I had in my mind. But after Kundalini, I will tell you that this is something deep inside, because the perspective, the concept of life changes, and your energy is elevated to a different level where you feel so much love, abundance, and when you're fully in control of your life, when you're not reactive, but when you're creative. So you are creating your life every day, you're creating your mood, your everything, your state. And when your Kundalini is rising, your nervous system should be ready. And how does it work? So basically, the sexual energy comes all the way up, and you can imagine how much pleasure you have. So it's not only about pleasure, it's about rising, elevating your consciousness, because normally people live in lower chakras, lower energy, where you feel you are seeking for pleasure, for fun, for happiness. But once you start going up to your chakras, higher chakras, then you reach for success, like the pyramid of Maslow. You want to success, you want to become appreciated, you want to achieve something. That comes the heart chakra. And you want to share love, you want to love someone unconditionally, you're seeking harmonious relationships. And once it comes here, you want to stand up for your truth, you want to change the world, you want to be heard, you want to talk, to speak, and to influence other people. Once it comes to this chakra, this energy, you start having superhuman abilities like super intuition. You can forecast events, or you just feel the energies and you know what's happening. And here, so basically Jesus Christ, Buddha, Krishna, these people have had Kundalini energy over here. That's why they were enlightened, because they had so much light inside their body, inside their aura, that you could literally see this light. And this is all the journey of Kundalini Yoga Rising, which I'm inviting you. And let's talk about Kriyas. So as I said, Kriyas is the set of exercises, of asanas, of breathing, mantra, visualization, and all of them have specific goals, specific result. And the total amount, the total effect of Kriyas is much more than the effect from its separate parts. And mantras. If you're not familiar with yoga, so mantra is the sound. Mantra, it's sacred sounds that have magical effect on your body, on your mind. And by repeatedly, rhythmically repeating the mantra, it helps you to remove your old patterns, old programming of your mind, and to program it again with love, with compassion, with abundance, everything was decoded, encoded in the mantra. And most mantras, they are super beautiful. You feel the heart, you feel the soul when you listen to these mantras, because people who are singing mantras, they sing it from the soul, not just from the throat. And the vibrations, they change your state, and you have to get used to it. But for example, when I'm cooking or when I'm doing something, I always put the mantras on, just to make the nice atmosphere. In Kundalini Yoga, it helps you to get straight focus. It helps you to activate specific chakras, because there are different mantras which are designed to elevate, to activate different chakras. And what's the next? So we are talking about meditation. Meditation is normally when you're sitting straight spine, with eyes closed, when you're silently repeating mantra in yourself, or you're just doing the body scan. But in Kundalini Yoga, meditation is mostly dynamic. So you use mantras, you can silently chant mantra inside your mind, or listen to the music and repeat asana like for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And it's also great, it's very different, and it's very deep result. It's very deep effect. If you have done before Wim Hof method or holotrope breathing, you can get some idea how it feels. So it's amazing. So once you try it, you will know. And then let's talk about pranayama. Pranayama is also a very important part of Kundalini, of yoga. Pranayama means control of your breathing. And by controlling, by adjusting the way you breathe through one nostril, two nostrils, with fire breath, pumping your belly, with exhaling, holding, with inhaling, holding your breath, you're able to control and to direct your energy where you want it. And it's a nice way to clean your mind. So what are the main benefits of pranayama? The first, it helps to clean your mind from impurities, negative energy, negative thoughts. So your mind is pure like a baby, like a clean list of paper. And then it helps you to strengthen your nervous system. What else? It also helps you to improve your digestion. It helps you to balance your two hemispheres of the brain, the left and the right. And as you know from yoga, we have the left nadis, the right nadis, left energy channels, right energy channels. Left ones are responsible for our female energy, for the energy which is responsible for accumulation, for rest, for being stable and being inwards. And the right part is the solar side, the male part, and it's responsible for action, for creating, manifesting our ideas, for the day energy. The left one is the night energy, the right one is the day energy. So by doing pranayama kundalini, we are able to activate and to balance these two hemispheres. Then pranayama helps also to detoxify your body, to remove your body, like all the impurities, all the toxins on a physical level. And also on emotional level, pranayama helps you to calm your mind, to remove the fears, the irritability, the depression, the anxiety. Everything is gone, even after practicing pranayama for 2 or 1 minute. And pranayama also balances prana and apana. Prana is our life energy. So what is the life energy? How can I explain you this? For example, you should understand the concept of breathing, because this is 90% of yoga, of any style of yoga. And basically, when you start breathing, this is when your life begins, your physical life. When you stop breathing, this is when your life ends. That's why the concept of breathing is the foundation of yoga, because the more you breathe, the better quality of your breath, the better quality of your life. If your breath is short and quick, it will be very difficult for you to attain long, happy, healthy life. If you learn how to control your breath, how to master it, you will have very long, very deep breath, which will give you a lot of energy, a lot of prana flowing to your body, and which will help you to release all the tensions, all the blocks, all the diseases from your body, just with the help of your breath. Because instead of looking for outside stimulations, outside energy like coffee or food or even sun, you can activate this inner energy with the breath. And this is how you feel after yoga. I'm sure you have felt it before, like after practicing, having amazing yoga class, you don't feel like eating, because you feel like you just had your meal, because you had such a big portion of energy that your body is nurtured and you don't have to eat right now. Then the bandhas. The bandhas are a very important concept as well. And sometimes you probably heard that the yoga teacher tells you, squeeze your muscles, squeeze your genitals, hold it. So basically this is called bandhas, locks, and we have 5 different locks. I will introduce you just few of them, because it's not obvious to practice all of them now. But the most important lock is your anal lock, your root lock, which is located in the spinal cord. This is exactly where the Kundalini lies. And when we will be breathing in, it's important when I say hold and squeeze your hips. So you have to hold your breath and squeeze your genital muscles, your inner muscle, your hips, glutes, anything you can feel there, because it also takes practice to start feeling your muscles. And it will allow the energy to be in the body and to lead to expansion inside your body. Instead of leaking out, going down to the floor, you will keep this energy inside your body. Then we have also the throat lock, when your chin is tucked like this, and it also helps you to keep the energy here, because through our mouth the energy also goes out. And one more lock is inside your belly. So once you squeeze it, once you press the belly button into your spine, it also is called the lock. So these 3 locks is what we will practice. And what else I wanted to tell you guys? Okay, I also wanted to tell you something important about, just 2 minutes, about the immune system. So did you know that all the heart problems, breast cancer, all are related to the inability to experience love, to our closed heart chakra and lack of self-love. So basically, instead of doing surgeries, instead of suffering so much, just prevent it by opening your heart chakra, by practicing yoga, by practicing self-love every day. This is the best preventive medicine ever. And then you will pay zero money to any doctors, and you will live happy, long, fulfilled life. And what is our immune system? So basically, the immune system is the body's defense mechanism against the viruses, and it is composed of the glands, of the lymph nodes, of the bone marrows. There are many places, and all of them are activated and cleansed during Kundalini Yoga. And the immune system serves as an internal police against the viruses, unwanted bacteria, and chemicals. And so today, unfortunately, there are so many external factors which are threatening and stressing our immune system, like chemicals, like processed food, alcohol, smoking, water quality, sleep quality, a lot of monitors, a lot of Wi-Fi, 5G. There are so many things. And of course, you should take care of all of them. You should live organic, sustainable life, where you check what you eat, you check the ingredients in what you eat, what you drink, what you listen, what you watch, what you do. It's all super important for your immune system to sustain your body and to give you better quality of life. But also very important is physical exercise, energetic exercise, the way you breathe, the way you meditate, because all of it will help you to live 100 and more years. We don't know our limits yet. And ancient yogis, they could live 180, 200 years. Some of them were living 300 years. We don't know our limits, but I invite you to check your limits, to expand them. So if you didn't think about it yet, I know you're still young and beautiful and you have quite a lot of energy, but is it not the best goal in your life to be able to reach your limits and to extend it? Because we are the divine forces in human body. We are not the human bodies, we are something much higher, and we have a lot of abilities, a lot of superhuman abilities hidden in us. So if you're interested, if you want to explore it, you are welcome to join me in my Kundalini Marathon. We will do this 5 days per week for 1 hour, and that's it. This is a great journey, and I'm very proud, I'm very excited to be your guide here. Thank you so much. My name is Oksana, and I'm waiting for you. Have a lovely day, and thank you for listening me for 18 minutes. It was quite a long, but I just wanted to explain you the concepts. It's still easier than read the book, believe me.